This news comes from a story that blew up among K-pop fans in the past few weeks, which later became one of the hottest topics on South Korean social media. Cha Eunwoo, an actor and idol from the group ASTRO who is currently serving in the army, suddenly becomes the center of attention not only because of his achievements, but also because of a rare event: a mysterious woman's visit to the military headquarters where he serves. Initially, this news emerged from an unofficial post on a Korean online community forum. A netizen claimed to have seen a well-groomed woman, wearing a long beige coat, enter the visitors' area of the military headquarters in the area known as Eunwoo's place of duty. The woman was seen carrying a small bag and a sprig of white roses. The secretly taken photo immediately went viral, sparking thousands of speculations from ARMY, Aroha ASTRO fandom, to Korean drama fans around the world. At the beginning of its appearance, many suspect that the woman is a member of the family, perhaps the mother or sister. However, the media spotlight became even sharper when a few days later claims emerged that the woman was not a relative, but someone who had a personal relationship with Cha Eunwoo. Korean gossip media even referred to him as a special guest, who came with special permission. Conjecture after conjecture sprang up, from fellow artists, old friends, to former co-stars in the drama. But this mystery began to unfold when one of Korea's top entertainment journalists, Park Ji-hoon, did an in-depth search. In an exclusive broadcast on one of the entertainment news programs, Ji-hoon reveals that the woman is Kim Ji-yeon, a young actress who once acted with Eunwoo in a perfume commercial 2 years ago. The couple's relationship caught the eye because of their strong on-camera chemistry, but after the project was completed, the public almost never saw their interaction again. According to an internal military source, who declined to be named, Ji-yeon's visit to Eunwoo's military headquarters was scheduled well in advance and went through strict vetting procedures. He came not only to say hello, but also brought letters and small gifts that were believed to have personal meaning. It was a very emotional visit, the source said. Cha Eunwoo looked very surprised when he saw her, and they talked for quite a while in the visitors' living room. Although the atmosphere was formal, the expressions of the two looked so warm. The news, of course, spread quickly. On Twitter, the hashtags ****# hashtag Eunwoo visitor revealed and hashtag Kim Ji-yeon **** topped the global trending topic in just a few hours. Fans reacted differently. Some were happy that Eunwoo had the support of someone close to him during his military service, while others questioned their closeness. If it's true that this is a special visit, then Eunwoo has someone who really cares about him, wrote one international fan. What makes this news even more interesting is Kim Ji-yeon's own statement that finally appeared 2 days later through her agency. In the official statement, Ji-yeon confirmed that she did visit Eunwoo at the military headquarters. "I came as a friend who wanted to give encouragement to someone who was carrying out state duties. We haven't seen each other in a long time, and I want to make sure he knows that there are people who support him out there," she wrote. However, although the statement sounded simple, the media did not stop digging into the details of the visit. Some witnesses said that before leaving the headquarters area, Ji-yeon was seen wiping her eyes like she was crying. The suspicion that the meeting was full of emotions only strengthened. Not a few fans interpret that their relationship may be deeper than just friends. Meanwhile, the military maintains Eunwoo's privacy. An official spokesperson stated, "We cannot comment on anyone visiting servicemen during service, except family members. However, each visit is carried out according to the procedure." This closed attitude actually triggers public curiosity, making the media increasingly aggressively hunt for additional information. Interestingly, since this news broke, Kim Ji-yeon's social media accounts have been flooded with comments from Eunwoo's fans, mostly providing support and positive messages. Many wrote, "Thank you for seeing Eunwoo," or "May you give each other strength." However, there was also a jealous comment that jokingly said, "We also want to change your position for a while." Kim Ji-yeon's own figure is now a big highlight. As a rising actress, her visit to the military to meet one of Korea's most popular idols clearly had an impact on her popularity. Some brands are even said to have started eyeing him for new projects because his name is being talked about a lot. Even so, Ji-yeon seems to choose to be humble. In a short interview after attending a fashion show, she simply said, "I didn't expect it to be this big of a talk. The important thing is that Eunwoo is healthy and doing his job well." Not only in Korea, this news also made headlines on various international entertainment portals. Japanese, Chinese, and even American media wrote similar articles, highlighting the humanist side of an idol that was rarely exposed during his military service. One American entertainment columnist wrote, "This visit shows that behind the glittering scenes of the entertainment world, the stars are still human beings in need of emotional support." Professor Lee Min-kyu, an observer of Korean pop culture, argues that this phenomenon shows another side of the relationship between public figures and their personal lives. The public tends to be curious about who is close to their idol, especially in difficult times such as conscription. But we also need to respect the limits of privacy, he said in a televised discussion. Although the mystery has been revealed, this story is not completely over. Some gossip media are still speculating whether this visit will be the start of a more serious relationship between Eunwoo and Ji-yeon, or simply a warm reunion between two old friends. Meanwhile, Eunwoo's fans seem to be choosing to focus on his idol's happiness, hoping he stays healthy and energized for the rest of his service. Clearly, the reveal of the identity of the woman who went to the military to meet Cha Eunwoo has created one of the most talked about moments in Korean entertainment this year. Not only because of who the woman is, but also because the story behind her contains elements of surprise, emotion, and warmth that are rarely seen from behind the walls of military headquarters. And for many, this story serves as a reminder that even in the midst of strict military rule, a touch of humanity and personal relationships still have a special place. The atmosphere at the military headquarters that morning was fairly ordinary before a black sedan stopped right in front of the visitor inspection gate. The cool autumn air caused soldiers on guard to wear layered jackets, while leaves fell on the paths separating public areas and restricted zones. From inside the car, a woman came out slowly, her steps steady though looking a little nervous. She is Kim Ji-yeon, a young actress whose name is now electrifying the Korean entertainment world because of her visit to Cha Eunwoo. She was carrying a small leather bag. In her hand clutched a white rose wrapped in a simple satin ribbon. There was something unusual about his presence. His eyes occasionally glanced at the watch, as if afraid to pass the scheduled time. The officer at the checkpoint greeted him respectfully, checking his identity and permission to visit. This procedure is indeed strict, especially for visitors who are not direct family members. It needs special approval, and Ji-yeon has been taking care of it since 2 weeks before. After the administrative process was completed, he was directed towards a special living room that soldiers usually use to meet guests. The room was simple: a wooden table, 2 chairs, cream-colored walls, and a large window overlooking the inner courtyard of the headquarters. While sitting there, Ji-yeon smoothed her wind-blown hair and looked around. Although he had prepared the words for this meeting, the seconds leading up to the face-to-face actually made his chest beat faster.